report the news that nobody else has the balls to report.
508. 508. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. Where I'm from, we don't use no gas and burners. We don't rep no corners. We're straight money earners. Put you to sleep, make your whole family mourners. When we're done with you, they're gonna have to pick your ass up at the corners.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Me and my crew will hit you with that right, left, leave you toothless. Yeah, cause
you have a job. What do you do?
Some true shit. You don't wanna mess in this cup. We left you cats in the ambulance. Food stamps, leave your clothes bloody and damp. Then we're scooping up your tramps. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See,
let's get this party started, shall we? Yo, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everybody doing tonight? Good, excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Uncle Turtleboy. And this is the Saturday night edition of Turtleboy Live, brought to you by Turtleboy. If you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead. I've shared the link to this on all the various social media platforms that we run. On Facebook, you can follow me personally at Clarence Woods Emerson, that page, the Turtleboy Sports page, which is very close to 22,000, and the Uncle Turtleboy page. So get on all of those. I think we're about 70,000 strong on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy, because if Jill Biden is a doctor, then I'm definitely a doctor. So follow us on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at Turtleboyphone, and we're on Instagram at Turtleboy_daily_news. All of the social media platforms are also linked in the bio below on the stream, so make sure you're following all those. Most importantly, we'd ask you to go ahead and give this video a like. If you haven't done so already, how many likes we got on this video? We got about 33. Okay, so 75 watching. We just got started. That's okay. So let's keep liking that button, keep sharing it on social media, let people know we are live. We're here to say, and make sure you smash that subscribe button, because we're going to be here every Tuesday and Saturday night from now on. Thursday nights, we're now going to do Turtle Club. So every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. Join Turtle Club if you want to get the Thursday night premium stream. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got here. We got, let's see, is Deb here? How you doing, Deb?
I'm good. How are you, Aidan?
I'm good, thank you. So we're going to do something different tonight. We're going to play a little thing called Turtleboy Trivia, and we're going to explain how that works in a moment. And then we're going to, talk. It only takes probably less than an hour to play that. And then we're going to hit on a couple stories of the week, and we're going to get into that. But before we do anything, guys, we like to start off every Saturday show with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. So let us know in the comments right now, please, where are you watching the Turtleboy Live program from tonight? Go ahead. Apache Junction, Mattapoisett, Sutton, Tucson, Cheshire, Malden. Let's see, Shawana, Wisconsin, Methuen, Middleborough, Canton, Prescott. Shawana, Wisconsin. That's a new one. Who else do we have there? St. Albans, Maine, Springfield, London, Cheddar Crispy's house, Holden's in the house. Oh, welcome. Cape Cod, Newburyport, Long Island, Fitchburg, Whitensville, Connecticut. Ware is in the house. Vernon Hill, Worcester's in the house. My mom's basement, Brockton, the Firehouse. Excellent. Auburn, UPS Watertown, New Hampshire is in the house. Nashua, West Quincy, Auburn, Rutland, Nashua, Dorchester, Wilbraham. Okie dokie. All right, so people are still streaming in here. So keep liking the page, guys. That really helps with the algorithms. Lets people know we're live. I see Somerville is in the house. Okay. All right. So, by the way, guys, also, I'd like to remind you guys that it's Saturday night. So we do have a freestyle planned. And Deb, did you hear it? What'd you think of the freestyle?
It was really good, actually. He had it on point right away.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So I practiced the freestyle. I think we got it down tonight. I think it's going to be a good show. So if you guys would like to hear the freestyle and unlock the freestyle, if we could raise $200 in the Donos, we can do that. The problem is that we are banned from using the super chat function on YouTube because we can't monetize because we have the wrong opinions on the climax. So if you guys would like to donate, we built our own super chat. It's called Turtle Chat. It's pinned at the top of the stream in the comments there. And you can click on that and you can donate whatever amount of money you want. Okay. And when you donate, you can write a message. And that message, we will show that message on the big screen. So, for instance, we already got $25 in the Turtle Chat. So let me share our first one of the night. This one is from, and it'll come up like this. This one will come up. This is from John Scott. John says, thank you for all that you do. Thank you, John. We appreciate your support. And we are 175 now away from unlocking the freestyle. So that's how it works. Again, you can write any message you want in there. It's going to show up. Give a shout out to your boy, your dog, your homie. Maybe call somebody out. Literally anything. Like if you hate somebody and you want to call them out in there, we won't be touching that. So, okay. So here's how it's going to work tonight. Am I forgetting anything, Deb?
No, you talked about everything.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to play a little game of Jeopardy. I'm just going to drop it down there. And let me show you the board for it. I probably should have just given this to Deb, but it's too late now. Damn it. Let's see. Stop screen, share screen. I could have had you do this. Actually, let me see, Deb, if you can.
Just give it to, can you put it in the private chat?
Yeah, let me see if it pops up right on your end. I'm going to message you.
Oh, that's all nice. That's a nice board.
It is a nice board, right? It's fancy. It's fancy. So I just put it in the private chat. Let me know if when you click on that, do you get what I get? And here's the problem. Yeah. And here, while she's figuring that out, we see.
Oh yeah, it could bring you to like a website.
Okay, but it doesn't bring you to this specific one.
I think politics, scammers, is that the same thing? Yeah, no, it does. It brings me to.
Okay. Oh, really?
Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. So I just need to put their names in, right?
Yeah.
This is what I see. I just shared mine.
Okay. Oh,
is that the same thing? Right?
It's the same thing. So you can edit.
Yeah. So
the ones on the bottom. Okay. And then all right. So here's the deal. We had 3 contestants. We had David's going to join us in a moment. A gentleman by the name of Chris. And then we were going to have Joelle, but apparently Joelle lost her internet due to the snow. So we need a third. So if anybody would like to play, did we? I don't know if we had somebody in mind already.
Crystal L said she would, but she's not going to be very good. But she said she'd be willing.
She knew nothing. Well,
no, she knows. She said she said she'd be willing. She said she might not be very good, but
that's okay. I mean, literally, we had.
She just picked me.
Our last game, we literally had somebody get 0 right, so it's all good. It's not. So why don't we have Crystal L? Is that her in the comment? Do we have her down there?
Yeah, that's her.
So we're going to bring on in a moment. So we have Chris, David, and Crystal L. So here's how it works, guys. As you guys can see there are 7 categories: politics, scammers, law and order, ratchet history, social justice warriors, Turtleboy investigates, and wild card. Okay. And how it's going to work is like this. So Chris is first. So we're going to bring on the guests in a moment, but Chris is going to get first dibs at the questions. He'll get a first dibs he'll get to pick, politics for 100, whatever he wants to pick. And Deb, producer Deb there, will reveal what the question is. And if you get it right, you get 100. So if he gets it right, he gets it. It's not like Jeopardy where we buzz in. If he gets it right, he gets it. If he gets it wrong, then it goes on to contestant 2, David. If David gets it wrong, then it goes on to contestant 3, Crystal. If she gets it wrong, the question dies. No matter what, the next question starts with the next person in line, and that would be David in this case. And the board will be his. Now, there are 2 daily doubles, and I will let Deb know when they've hit it. I can't input a daily double on there, so I got to pick them on my own. And those are the only ones where those don't pass on if you get it wrong. You get to wager up to as much money as you have, okay, or many points as you have. And if you get it wrong, you lose it. On the other questions, if you get it wrong, you don't lose it. Okay? So does that make sense with everything? All right, everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, and they can't see the comment people, right? I mean, yeah. Well, they're in StreamYard, so probably not.
So the contestants, here's the deal with the contestants, right? It's kind of like an honor system thing. So if people, obviously we want people in the comments to comment, right? You shouldn't be afraid to like say the answers or anything like that. But if, you know, if the contestants look at them, then it's going to be fucked up, right? Like it's cheating. So we're going to do an honor system thing here. And so if you know, don't cheat at Turtleboy Trivia. It's gay. Like, let's just put it that way. Okay. So just don't cheat at Turtleboy Trivia.
You'll get vlogged about, literally.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's frowned upon. It's frowned upon to do that. Okay. So give me 1 second because here's the deal. I could only put 7 categories, but I do have an 8th category called Who's That Guy? And I am going to show you a picture for each one. And you tell me who's that guy? Like, what's their name? It's somebody from Turtleboy lore who we've learned about in the past. And you have to tell me, you know, who that person is. Okay. So give me 1 second to just get those images all queued up here. And meanwhile, has Crystal joined the chat?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Crystal,
so
Crystal, are you
you got 30 seconds to click that link or else we're going to give it to someone else. So we got to get that going. All right, give me 1 sec. All right. Is she there? Is Crystal there?
Yeah, she's here.
Okay, cool. You can bring on the contestants.
All right, hold on. Is she there? Crystal, you hear me?
I do.
Crystal there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Who's the guy with
the show on in the background?
Who's the person with the show on?
I do. Can you hear me?
Okay, you gotta mute your YouTube channel.
Who's the guy with
the show on in the background?
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, cool. Like you can hear me still, right?
I can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, here's Chris. Chris.
Hey, what's up?
All right, you hear me good, right?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, it's great, Mike. Your mic.
I can't get this up on my iPad for some reason. But anyhow, Chris, the next contestant from Nantucket, Massachusetts. All right.
Is that where you're from? Is that where you're from?
I'm from North Adams, but I've been on Nantucket for the past 6 years. So
it's like the exact opposite of Nantucket.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There actually are a lot of parallels, but anyhow, we're not going to get into that right now.
Geographically, I meant they're in opposite ends of the state.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Finally.
All right.
All right. So do we have all three of, is David there? Is the Druid there?
Here now, right, David?
I'm here. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So give me 1 sec here to get these all queued up. All right. So again, there is one category that will not appear on the screen, and that is who's that guy? And that's also for 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. Okay.
All right. Now, when you say in that category, who's that guy? Is it a male always, or
no?
It's someone that may look like a male.
Well, what even
or
is?
Do they identify as a male, or are they
or a whale?
A whale or a female? I mean, what's up? That needs a little more clarification.
Okay. It's
in my opinion.
Okay. Leave the jokes to me. Okay. We got this.
Whoa.
All right. Just kidding. Okay.
Simmer down here.
How dare you assume that gender?
Free t-shirt, guys, to the people that whoever wins this. So best of luck.
I thought it was a sweatshirt. It's freezing down here.
Okay. All right. So first up, Chris, the board is yours. Which one would you like?
All right. I'm gonna go with SJWs for 100.
All right. So if you click on that, Deb, the clue should pop up.
Yeah, football coach in this town lost his job over critical race theory.
I'll read. Hold on. I'm reading this. So the football coach in this town lost his job over critical race theory and is now suing the school system with Judicial Watch.
Boy, sort of. Do I need a name or
the football coach?
I'm pretty sure it's North Attleboro, but I don't know the guy's name. I think there was some shit going on up there.
Okay. So what's your answer?
North Attleboro.
North Attleboro. Incorrect. So that it goes on to David. David, do you know the answer?
Oh my God. I'm horrible on the geography of your towns. Milford.
Milford. Incorrect. How about Crystal?
Pembroke.
No. Tough start, guys. What's the correct answer, Deb?
Dedham.
Correct answer is Dedham. Dedham,
yeah,
Massachusetts.
yeah,
So Dedham is the correct answer. So I think if you had Esk out of there, and it's gone. Okay, cool. So now the question goes on to David.
What are the categories? I can't see the screen properly on my tiny phone.
Politics, scammers, law and order, ratchet history, social justice warriors, Turtleboy investigates, wild card, and who's that guy?
Let's try Turtleboy investigates for 100, please, Alex.
Turtleboy investigates for 100. What is the first name of the woman who had no cats at the Per Cat Cafe in 2017?
Christine. We have no cats, Christine.
Oh, incorrect. Druid. I thought you were going to nail this tonight.
Oh, man. I've been at the rugby club all afternoon. I've had too much beer. This is insane. That was the phrase, though. She said it, though, I guess.
Yeah, but it's the wrong name. How about you, Crystal?
Emily.
We have no cats, Emily. Incorrect.
I have no idea.
Chris, what's the right answer?
Yeah, the right answer is not the one that I have. I did see that and kind of browse through it, but it's someone I think you might have been in court with her at some point in time. But anyhow,
Wait, no. But the so what is the correct? The person, yeah. Well, Kathleen is the right name.
Kathleen, not Christine. Bollocks.
No,
it's Diane. Diane was the woman who had no cats. So Diane was the owner of the Per Cat Cafe.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Diane
that
Kelly,
was
wasn't it?
One.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It was We Have No Cats, Kathleen. But
that was the phrase. But she said Diane she wasn't. Yeah.
It's
Diane
she was
Kelly.
speaking to Kathleen. That was a tricky one.
Yeah.
You guys didn't even get that right. You guys are killing me.
I didn't.
Oh, come on, man. Those are pretty. You gotta come up with some. Give us some. Like Monica Cannon grants on the 100, 200, 100, 200, exactly in 100, 200 categories. Come on, man.
All right. Who's up? Crystal is up.
Ratchet history for 100.
Ratchet history for 100. The woman who repeatedly threatened to murder her husband's 7-year-old daughter. What is the name of the woman who repeatedly threatened to murder her husband's 7-year-old daughter?
Lorena? I don't know.
I'll accept that. Lorena Cali is the correct answer. Her name's Lorena. There we go. So she's up on the board. 100 points for Crystal. She takes a commanding lead. Lorena
that was an easy one compared to bloody Diane Kelly.
It's probably the only one I'll get, so give it to me.
Okay. All right, Chris is up. Chris's turn. His boy.
All right, my turn now?
Yep.
I'm going to hit SJWs for 400.
Social Justice Warriors for 400. The Springfield Twitter activist who was exposed for owing $82,000 in child support and previously served time in jail.
So this is more from my neck of the woods. And, having grown up in North Adams and worked in Springfield for a lot of time, I'm going to go with the Reverend Ben Swan.
Ben Swan. I've never heard of that, but incorrect. How about you,
Talbert
David?
Swan.
Talbot Swan, I would have said. Yeah, Talbot.
Oh, Talbot. Oh, would you call him Ben? You're thinking of Ben
father. Come on, that was the.
You're thinking of Ben Crump.
No, Ben Swan. Ben Swan in Talbot Swan in Springfield, the Swan family, right?
Yeah, but his name is Talbot Swan, so I'm giving that one.
So Ben was his father. His father was a state rep, I believe, in Springfield.
That was the wrong guy, though.
The ruling is final. So Talbot Swan. So 400 points for David. Okay, David's turn again. David, which one would you like?
Oh, yeah. I forgot there was categories. Let's try. There was one about ratchets, wasn't there?
Ratchet history.
Yeah, let's try that.
How much?
Oh, yeah, sorry. 200.
Okay. The woman who made $200,000 with GoFundMe after going on CNN and claiming that someone else's 3 kids were hers.
Nice one. Dasha Kelly.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's the correct answer.
Yeah.
That is the correct answer. Dasha Kelly. So 200 more for David.
Wow.
Takes a commanding lead. All right. Next up, we have Crystal. It's your turn.
Wild card for 100.
Wild card for a hundo.
Wild card.
A woke mob accused Michaela Miller of being lynched by 5 white teenagers in this town.
Oh.
Shit. That was.
Crystal's turn.
I don't know. Boston.
Boston. Incorrect. How about Chris?
Yeah, this was in the town where the Boston Marathon starts. And that town is, oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's not Jesus Christ. No, definitely not that.
Anything?
Come on, work with me here. Yeah, I got it. I just don't have the geography down. It's
all right, David. Do you have the answer?
Oh man, I know the kids were from a different town, weren't they? They were from. I hate the geography questions.
We don't need the whole thought process. Just.
All right. I'm going to say Starbridge, but I think that's the wrong town.
What's the answer, Deb?
Hopkinton.
Hopkinton is the correct answer. And again, all we need from you guys is an answer, not a soliloquy. Okay.
All right.
Listen,
we're just trying to add to the content, man.
We gotta get to it. We gotta work on the stories that you're providing.
Okie dokie. Okay. Didn't you ask me for a Monica Cannon Grant story too? That was one. All right.
That was one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was literally a Monica Cannon Grant story. All right. So Chris is up.
Let's I don't know. Give me SJWs for 5.
SJWs for 500.
Cultural
Mosaic. Who? What was the name of the Mosaic Cultural Complex CEO who was filling out fraudulent timesheets for her fake nonprofit? Tough one.
God.
Old school.
Cultural Complex. I have no idea.
Okay. Do you remember this one, Crystal?
Anne-Marie Pina.
Don't know who that is, but thank you for just giving an answer. I appreciate that. That was confident. How about David? Do you know the answer?
I can remember her bloody son's name. He was Boo Shamik, but I can't remember her name.
Yeah. What's the correct answer?
Brenda
Jenkins was the one with the Urkel glasses. Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
All right. So now it is David's turn, I believe. Right?
Let's have Who's That Guy? Oh, God, I don't know why I'm saying that. I can't see the screen properly. But let's do Who's That Guy for 200.
Is it David's turn?
I don't know.
Oh,
Crystal,
we went out. Oh no, we went out of turn there. David was supposed to guess before Crystal, but that's okay. David, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try Who's That Guy?
Who's that
200.
guy? For 200. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that on my end, Deb. I'm gonna have to.
I just want to see what this looks like. Most of it.
Okay. All right, I'm about to show you a picture. You're gonna have to tell me who this guy is. Ready?
Okay.
Who is it?
All right. Hold on one sec. Please tell me who's that guy.
Oh, that's Greg Bates.
That would be Greg Bates is the correct answer.
That is Master Bates himself, isn't it?
It is Master Bates himself. So that's 200 points for David there.
Okay, so I just add it.
Yep. So 200's out of the way with Who's That Guy. All right. All right. So now, Crystal, it's your turn.
Scammers for 100.
Scammers for 100. This woman was charged with 7 felonies for using her 9-year-old son in a school lunch scam.
Kaylee Kirkpatrick.
I'll accept that. Kylie Kirkpatrick is the correct answer.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, so that's 100 more for Crystal. Before we go on to the next one, I've got a quick Turtle Chat dono I want to share here. If you'll give me one moment, just bring this up. Got a couple here, actually. Oh, I like this one. This is a good Turtle Chat comment there. Cheers. This is from Carol Sue. Says she's loving all that we do. Thanks for always shining the light on Dudley Charlton, and thank you for doing the work out there in the Dudley Charlton schools, recalling those out of control school board members and my former employer out there, the Dudley Charlton Regional School District. So thank you very much, Carol Sue. Also, another dono for Suzanne for brief answers. I like that one. Suzanne. Brief answers.
Suzanne.
Behave, Suzanne. Okay. So we are up to 125, 75 short of the freestyle. If we can get there, that would be great. Okay. Who's up now? So David went last, right? So I believe it's Crystal's turn, or did Crystal go last?
No, Crystal just got the kindly Kirkpatrick, didn't she?
All right, we got to get Chris on the board. Let's go, Chris. Your turn.
Yeah, let's do something here. So let's go with scammers for 3.
Scammers for 300. Okay. Turtleboy accidentally uncovered a massive car insurance scam involving intentionally crashed vehicles in this city in 2016.
I'm going to go with Lawrence.
Lawrence, incorrect. How about you, David? Do you know the correct answer?
I remember the story well. They was crashing them in the snow on the hills, but I don't know what town it was. Let's go Worcester.
Is that the correct answer? I believe it is. It is the correct answer.
Worcester
is the correct answer.
God damn it.
Worcester is the correct answer. Good job, David. So 300 more for David there. And David, it's your turn.
SJWs for, let's go 500. Let's just throw it all in there.
Well, we can't because it's gone.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I can't see the screen clearly.
200 and 300, David.
300.
For 300. Okay. What's the name of the Bruins player who had his Boston Police Department logo photoshopped off his shirt by a guy who ran the Bruins Instagram account?
Oh, for God's sake. Not a clue. The only one I know is the keeper, Rask, but it's not him.
Okay. Any guess, Crystal?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, was it Marchand?
Let's find out. Charlie Coyle was the correct answer. Weymouth's finest. Charlie Coyle. Excellent. Okay.
Who?
Exactly.
On the Bruins. Okay. Let's see. Next up is Crystal. You're up.
Law and Order for 200.
Law and Order for 200. Hey, and by the way, the people in the comments who know all the answers, feel free to join next time. It's fun. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Speaking of Law and Order, what is the name of the person that was sent to jail for 12 years by a former state trooper who ratted on him for selling pot?
I have no idea. Martin Medeiros.
Martin Medeiros. Incorrect. Chris.
Barney Fife.
Who?
Barney Fife.
Incorrect. David, do you remember his name?
No. Tony.
Now, what's the correct answer? Sean Bucci was the gentleman's name.
Should have remembered that.
Yeah, on Dr. Phil. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. So that would be, I believe it's Chris's turn.
All right. Hold on. For some reason, my shit's down here.
Which one do you want?
Let's just pick something. I've got you on, but I don't have the screen, so.
Okay, let's pick one. Pick a random one for him, Deb.
Let's do politics for 300.
Politics for 300. Okay. The town manager of this town that shut down a gym during COVID, only to find out that later on that she did not live in the town as required. So the town manager of this town shut down a gym during COVID, only to find out that she did not live in the town as required.
Yeah, that's one of those situate or somewhere. Somewhere up in the Boston area, East Coast. Let's go with Andover.
Andover, incorrect. That brings us to David. Do you know the correct answer?
Brockton.
Brockton, incorrect. How about Crystal?
Athol.
Athol. What's the correct answer, Deb?
Oxford.
Remember David Blondin's gym? That was just last year. So, okay. I see people in the answers, comments in the people in the audience always knows the answers. It's funny how that works. Okay.
Yeah.
People choke when they get to the big time now. Okay, so now that brings us to David. It's your turn.
What's the one on the right-hand side there? I can't read it. My
Wild
screen
card.
is so... Yeah, let's try wild card for 200.
Wild card for 200. Okay. What is the name of the woman? We'll take either her Turtleboy name or her Christian name.
That must be Beast Lightning Tina Degree.
Tina Degree or Beast Lightning is the woman who helped cover up the murder of Emily Nieves by her son. That is the correct answer. So 200 more points for the Druid. Smoke him. He's running away with this. Running away with this. All right. That brings us to Crystal's turn.
TB investigates for 200.
Turtleboy investigates for 200. The state rep who had to delete her Twitter account after hundreds of racist tweets were discovered.
Oh, God. I can see her. I'm awful with names. I don't know.
Okay. How about you, Chris? Do you know the correct answer?
Chris?
Hello, Chris. Are you there? Did we lose Chris?
He might be frozen. He kind of looks frozen on my end.
Okay, Chris.
That'll be the snow and the weather.
Okay. If Aidan, apologies, Aidan. I'm like reading the comments. If Chris can't get his mic fixed, why don't we could just have someone replace him? He hasn't scored yet, so. But for now, we're gonna skip Chris and go to David. Do you know the correct answer, David?
Was that the one you did a follow-up blog where she was crossing state lines?
We just need an answer.
Liz Miranda.
That's correct. Liz Miranda is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Liz Miranda.
Was he called Cornelius or Corn or
Corn,
something?
yeah.
That's the one I really remember about her, but I knew she'd had her Twitter as well.
So do we add 200 to David's? Oh, no, we got 3. Oh, that was 200. Okay. All right. Chris, are you there? Okay. So we're going to drop Chris, and we now have an open spot if anybody would like to join. Okay. Would anybody like to join? Try to get back in this game? I still see him there. Wait, is he muted?
I don't know. Wait,
Chris, are you there? Okay, so that's the end of that. I'm going to bounce him out of there. Kick from studio. Okay, he's out. All right. So I added the stream there. Check any more turtle chats. So again, we are 75 away from unlocking the Donos. So if you guys like the show and you guys would like to hear a freestyle at the end, if we could raise $200, we could do that. So there's a link at the top called Turtle Chat. You can click on the Turtle Chat, and if you do that, you can donate whatever amount of money you want, and you get to write a nice little message so you can put whatever you want on there if we can get there. Again, if you like the work that we do here at Turtleboy Sports, it's kind of a crowd-funded thing. It's how we defeat cancel culture, if you will. So that would be cool and much appreciated. All right. So anyway, let's I guess Chris is back. Chris, are you back?
I'm back.
Okay. So why don't we? It's your turn.
Oh, great! Awesome. How am I doing, by the way? I mean,
You're in
doing very well, Chris.
Doing good. All right. But I'm talking about like terms of getting. Is there any way am I going to qualify for a sweat?
Okay, let's just pick a thing.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man.
You sound like Biden. Jesus.
Whoa. That's an insult.
Okay,
man. You know the thing.
If anybody else wants to join, I'm going to give Chris one more shot. This is not small talk happy hour. We're playing a game here. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So, no, that's not you. It's like Chris has to work on this. We just got to pick the questions. So, okay. Can you handle this? Can you handle this, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably can.
Okay.
You don't have to be such a dick, though. I mean,
okay, that's definitely it. We're good with Chris for now. I'm not taking him back on. If anyone else wants to join, you can do it
Alex
like that.
Trebek doesn't put up with that shit now. He's dead, does he?
It's really not that fucking hard to follow directions. It's really not that hard. It's the Turtleboy live show, guys. Okay, not the freestyle happy hour. If anybody else wants to join, Feel free to click on
Brianna
that.
said she'll play.
Okay, get Brianna in there. She was getting a bunch
click
of
the link.
Brianna, click the link. I mean, seriously. Seriously.
You don't get that on Jeopardy, do you? You don't get contestants coming on and saying, Alex, you're a dick.
How many chances can I give? Like, just don't stop doing that. Stop.
He was worse than that Nazi who kept getting disconnected.
Like, we don't need to know where you like. We get it. We know you live in Western Mass. We got it. Let's get this going on. Okay. So if we can get one more, Brianna, I just posted the link. Brianna, click on that one.
In chat, honey.
It's in the chat. Does she know that?
Yeah, she's
okay. Okie dokie. So, what else is new, guys?
Microchip technology.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to crap on Chris there. I mean, he's obviously a supporter. But at the same time, it's like, come on, we got to get this going here, you know?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know what else to do. Yeah. It's like, we want to play the game, you know? Like, okay.
Mate, it was harsh but fair.
Do not bring up.
No, I'm not.
Stuff.
That's not her.
Yeah.
If you're not Crystal, then don't click the link.
Okay. Brianna.
I'm Crystal.
Yeah, as I know, I was reading it. Brianna. If you're not Brianna Marie, don't click the link.
Is Brianna, can you let us know? Or you okay? Can you just wave to us, Brianna? Okay, that's definitely her. Okay, cool. All right, we got it. All right, Brianna, you're in.
Okay.
Okay, so let me. All right, here we go. So Brianna, the board is yours. You're Chris now. We can actually rename you there.
Okay.
And again, you just pick a category. You understand how to play the game?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if we can get you on the board.
Okay.
All right. And remember, there's one missing category that's not up there called Who's That Guy? All of them are available except for 200.
Okay. I'm going to pick Law and Order for 300.
Law and Order for 300. Okay. The town where the police chief resigned after repeatedly being caught in traffic situations where he berated cops from other towns. The town where the police chief resigned after repeatedly being caught in traffic situations where he berated cops from other towns.
I honestly don't know, but I'm just going to say Leominster.
Yeah, at least you said a town, so we're on to something. Okay. How about David? Do you know the correct answer?
Yeah, it is Millville.
It is Millville, Massachusetts. That's correct. What was that one worth?
He ran over a guy's foot, didn't he?
He did run over a cop and wound socket. That's correct. And
he wasn't Tom Landry. He was called Landry, though. I can't remember his first name.
All right. So that brings us to David. You're up.
Let's do Who's That Guy again. Let's go for 500.
Ooh, Who's That Guy for 500? Okay. So I'm going to bring one up here, David. You're going to have to tell me who this guy is here. It's a gal, rather.
Okay. Oh, it's a gal.
Yes, it's a gal. Okay, who's that gal?
Oh, God. I wish I could see better on my phone. No, don't know.
Don't know. Okay. How about you, Crystal?
No idea.
All right. How about Bree? Do you know that gal's name?
I do not know.
Does anyone in the comments know her name? She's kind of famous. Probably from the
most. Doesn't ring any bells at all.
Well, I'll give you a hint. She wanted to know. We still haven't figured out how many dicks she had to suck to get that bag of heroin that the police confiscated at the Holden Police Barracks. That would be Miss.
Oh, not Bebo, not Ali Bebo.
That is Ali Bebo. That's the correct answer.
Oh, that's pre-heroin days, though, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that looks during heroin days, actually.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that looks like in the heart of the heroin days.
You give a good clue, though. Yeah, fair play.
All right. So that brings us to Crystal. Your turn.
Who's that guy? The next number that's available.
Who's that guy? So for 100, you want?
Sure.
Okay. Let me find who's that guy for 100. One moment. Okay. I'm going to show you a picture here. And it's a gal. So you have to tell me who's that gal. Who's that gal?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. How about you, Bree? Do you know who that
I don't
guy
know
is?
her name, but her husband was the firefighter that committed suicide.
Ooh, you're giving David a
You
hint here,
are.
David. What's the
Yeah,
correct
it's
answer?
Nikki
David?
Evans.
That's
Nikki
Nikki
Evans.
Evans. That's the correct answer. Nikki Evans. Suzette should join. Suzette gets all the answers.
I was
All
going to
right.
say that.
Yeah. So there's 100 more there for.
Yeah.
All right. So now that brings us to Bree. Your turn.
Okay, I will take Ratchet History for 300.
Ratchet History for 300. The town where the House of Many Comes was discovered in 2018 after an alleged home invasion.
Blackstone?
Blackstone, is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh no, you're thinking of the House of Horrors.
Oh yeah.
So this is a different house. This probably his house is more horrific than that, if that's possible. David, what's the right answer?
I can't remember what town it was in. I'll be honest with you. Was it Shrewsbury?
It was Shrewsbury. That's the correct answer.
Ah,
I believe. Shrewsbury, Mass. What's that? 300?
Yeah. Yes.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So that brings us to David again. He's running away with this. You bloke. Slow down.
geezer. Sorry. All right. I can't. Was there SJWs in there?
Yeah. 200.
Yes, for 200.
200 is good. Yeah, that'll do me.
All right. What is the name of the Sherborne activist who sent hundreds of emails to WEEI advertisers to pressure them to remove Kirk Minihane?
Oh, that's the one and only Bob Murchison. Bob Murchison.
Bob Murchison is the correct answer. Killing it. All right. Crystal, you're up.
Ooh, scammers for 400.
Scammers for 400. What's the name of the Beverly dance instructor who raised money from parents by pretending to have a crippling disease and fake scholarships so that she could live large?
I can't remember her name.
Okie dokie. How about you, Bree? Do you know the right answer?
I don't know.
This is okay.
I don't remember her name either.
Nothing personal. What about David? Do you know the right answer?
We've had a few hypochondriacs.
We did like a
not
7
Failure Swift, is it?
No, it's not Failure Swift. What's the right answer?
Candy Dennis.
Her name was Candy Dennis. Candy Dennis.
Before mine. That doesn't ring any bell.
It was 2018. It was a 7-part series on it. It was yeah. Okay, what do we got up next? Now it's
Sandy Dennis.
Bree's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do politics for 100.
Politics for 100. Okay. The county that elected communist Rachel Rollins to be district attorney in 2018. What is the county that elected the communist Rachel Rollins to be district attorney in 2018?
Suffolk County.
Which one?
Suffolk.
Suffolk is the correct answer. You're on the board. 100.
Finally.
There we go. David, you're up.
God, I can't see them. What's that third column that's still got 3? That one, third one there. Law and Order. Let's go for 400.
And that's the daily double. So, no, it's not anymore. I should have told you that before, Deb.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
So,
I was like, it is.
This is no longer the daily double because
Okay.
now he's seen it, so he can't wager. Okay, this is David's question now. What is the name of the guy who went to jail for drug dealing, who then began blasting his wife from prison on Facebook for cheating on him with a guy that he called Double Cheeseburger?
I have no recall of this. No idea at all. No idea.
Okay. How about you, Crystal?
Nope, I don't know either.
Okie dokie. Bree, do you remember this guy's name?
Probably Michael Giannetti, but I don't think
Michael
so.
Giannetti. Now, what's the right answer?
Kevin Perry.
Kevin Perry was the correct answer. Kevin Perry. Excellent. All right. All right. Colleen knew it. All right. So who's up now? Now is up. Who had that last question? David?
Me.
Yes.
That was me.
So it's Crystal's
Yes,
turn. Crystal's turn.
Scammers for 200.
Scammers for 200. All right. Landon Steele claimed to have been caught in a bloody firefight while doing relief work in this country, but he was really just getting drunk and got sent home early.
Afghanistan?
Incorrect. How about you, Bree? Do you know the right answer?
Iraq?
Not Iraq. Nope. How about David?
It was somewhere in the Caribbean, like Haiti.
Let's see the right answer. Is that the right answer?
Haiti it is.
Haiti is the correct answer. That's correct.
Come on.
Correct. And by the way, if you guys don't like the turtle chat, I'm also on Cash App, $ Uncle Turtleboy. If you guys want to do it that way, all right. If not, I'll refund all the money. If we don't get, I'm going to be so embarrassed if we don't get to it. It's going to be so awkward that I'm going to refund all the money. No freestyle. Okay, I love you guys. Anyway, who's up? Crystal, who had the last question?
I just went Crystal.
Okay. So Bree, you're up.
TB investigates for 300.
Okay. What is the name of the white Winchester woman who ran the books for Monica Cannon Grant until she was arrested in October?
I don't know. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know her name.
Okay. David, do you know the answer?
I can see her face now with those horrible glasses, but I'm damned if I can remember her name.
All right. How about Crystal? Do you know their name?
No, I don't know.
Okay. What's the correct answer?
Xena Merchant.
Xena Merchant. That's the correct answer. All right.
Should have got that.
All right. Who's up? That would be Bree is up, right?
Isn't it?
No.
No,
no.
Oh no, Bree had that last one, so David's up.
Oh, right.
Hold on. We have 125 so far, so we're 75 short. If you guys, there's two ways to donate if you'd like. There is the Cash App, $ Uncle Turtleboy, and there's also the link at the top. All right.
What's that one? There's 101 left there. Let's have that last.
Law and Order for 100. Yep.
Yeah, Law and Order for 100.
Okay. Town where the police chief was busted by the predator poachers.
Was he Attleborough?
Incorrect. How about Crystal? Do you know the right answer?
Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury, incorrect. And Bree, do you know the correct answer?
Milford?
Milford. Now, what's the right answer? Stowe.
Oh.
By the way, Chris messages me and he goes, "Your trivia was a shit show."
Okay. No, it really wasn't.
That's the guy whose equipment froze up, yeah?
It was just fine, Chris. You're the one that the problem. It's not me. It's you. All right.
Listen, I'm here in a hurricane on the other side of the Atlantic. I didn't have the problems you had.
I gotta tell her I gotta message her the two daily doubles. I gotta message Deb. I should have done this before the show to let her know which two were the daily doubles. All right. So now she knows. Okay. So whose question is it?
She does because you didn't message her.
Oh,
that was mine. So who's ever after me? Because that was me.
I messaged those to Chris. Oops.
Welcome to NBC.
Oopsie daisy. Okay, so now you got him, right, Deb?
All right, yeah, I got him.
Okay.
Wild card for 300.
Wild card for 300. And that's the daily double. So that's the daily double. So who's this to? This is to Bree. So you can wager up to 500.
No,
but if
Crystal,
you get,
I think.
Oh, it's Crystal. So
I have like nothing.
But if you get it wrong, you lose it. So you can go in the negative here if you get it wrong. So how much would you like to wager?
100.
100. Okay. So for
going
100.
big.
All right. High Five Friday was canceled in this town after parents complained.
Ooh, Dorchester. I don't know.
Dorchester. The right answer is Northampton. Northampton.
So that's why I didn't want to go big.
No, it's okay. So she's down to 100.
The town ones are hard, man.
Are they? I don't know.
They are if you're from Britain.
That's true. Don't you have a Northampton in Britain?
We do. It's in Northamptonshire.
There we go. All right. So now brings us to Bree is up.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do 2B investigates for 400.
Turtleboy investigates for 400.
Okay.
All right. What was the name of the Worcester concert promoter who was accused by several women of sexual assault at events in 2020?
I don't know. I suck at this. I'm sucking at this so bad.
It's okay. You were getting them all right when you were in the comments.
I should have been on earlier.
I know. David, do you know the right answer?
Yeah, he had the same name as that wrestling commentator. Was he Tony Schiavone?
I'll take it. How do you pronounce his name? Tony Schiavone. Tony
Schiavone. Oh yeah, almost the same name as the wrestling commentator. Then.
Excellent. Adam knew it in the comments there. Okay. Now, and David, it's your question again. I think you're kind of have a slight.
Okay, let's do that first column on the left, whatever the topic is, for 500.
Politics for 500.
Yeah.
All right. What is the state representative candidate whose campaign we sabotaged in 2016 by publishing his arrest report for domestic violence?
I remember that. Oh my God. We were only talking about him on Wednesday night. That awful video in the car abusing his daughter. Oh, Christ. Is that the same guy?
Look at the clue very carefully.
Oh, state rep candidate. Now go on. I'm gonna kick myself. Pass.
Oh, we got. Thank you. Okay, so he passes. Crystal, do you have a guess?
I don't.
Okay. How about Bree?
I don't.
What's the right answer?
Moses Dixon.
Yeah, not the guy I was thinking of. No.
And by the way, we got another dono here on the Cash App from Adam Hurst. He says $25 for the freestyle. Thank you very much there, Adam Hurst.
Good man, Adam.
Okie dokie. Let me see if sometimes they don't come through. Okay. All right. Next up. So we're only $50 away, guys, from the freestyle if we can get there. Who do we got up next?
Whoever's after me. That was my question. So
okay. So Chris, and keep in mind, there's still who's that guy is left for 300 and 400. So those are still available. 300 and 400. Who's that guy?
So whose turn is it?
It is Crystal's turn.
Okay. Ratchet history for 400.
Ratchet history for 400. The judge's daughter and probation department employee nicknamed Shorty by prisoners for giving information on confidential witnesses who was dating a cop killer's brother. A judge's daughter and probation department employee nicknamed Shorty by prisoners who she was giving information on confidential witnesses to and was also dating a cop killer's brother.
So the only judge's daughter I know is Allie Bebo.
Incorrect in this case.
Sorry.
How about Bree? Do you know the correct answer?
I don't.
How about David?
Yeah, didn't she do brilliantly in Ratchet Madness? Is that Trashly Sloppy Ho?
Well, this would be our first Ratchet Madness champion, Ashley Lasapio. That's the correct answer. David, another 400. Killing the game. Okay. That brings us to Bree is up.
So I'm gonna do Ratchet history for 500.
Ratchet history for 500. Bridget Huckins was the junkie girlfriend of this man, originally from Brockton, who mysteriously disappeared in Barrie, Vermont in 2020.
I know the story. I don't know his name, but this was recent during COVID.
That's correct. David, do you know the right answer?
That was Ralphie Jean-Jacques.
Can we take that one, Deb?
Oh, Jean-Marie. Was it Jean-Marie, not Jean-Jacques?
Okay, Jean. That's the right.
That was close.
That was pretty.
Jean-Jacques, isn't Jean-Jacques Ernst's surname?
Yes, Ernst Jean-Jacques. You're getting your.
Ernst is Jean-Jacques, yes. Ralphie Jean-Marie. I knew it was Ralph. Ralph is dead, by the way.
Okay, that's morbid. All right, so that's 500 more. 500 more for David. All right, David, you're up.
Sorry, drinking beer. Oh, yeah. Anything for 500. Any of those 500.
Let's do scammers.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. The woman who made a $30,000 GoFundMe after her scammer husband mysteriously died after moving to Tampa and living in mansions. I
can't remember her name. They were in a weird church as well, weren't they? I seem to remember, but I can't remember her name.
Okay. Do we know the answer, Crystal?
No.
Okay, how about Bree?
No.
What was this woman's name there, Deb? Let's see the right answer.
Amber Biddle.
Amber Biddle.
Biddle. God, that's a tough one.
That was a tough one. Okay, that brings us to Crystal's up.
Politics for 200.
Politics for 200.
That's a daily double.
Daily double.
Oh, good Lord.
You can wager up to $500, over 500 points. But if you get it wrong, you lose it. How much do you want?
I'll do 200.
200. Okay. Here we go. This question is for you and only you. A town where a select woman was caught blowing both the town and another member of the Board of Selectmen.
So it was bobbing for boners.
Yeah.
The town. Oh. Rockland?
Rockland! She got it!
That is correct.
Wow.
Aidan, you had your picture taken in front of the sign, didn't you?
I did. Of course I did. Yes.
You did.
That's my girl right there. That's my girl.
Oh yeah, Deirdre Hall.
She wagered 100, right? So
she's just my type. No. What's up next?
I would.
She's a little tall for me, but all right, we're back to the board. Okay.
That was 200 she wagered, I think.
So she's at 200. She's up to 300, I believe.
okay.
Ooh, watch out.
Okay. So Bree, you're up.
Law and Order for 500.
Law and Order for 500. And remember, there's still two of the Who's That Guy ones up. The guy who got out of jail in 2019 for stalking a Worcester County district attorney, then immediately tried to get Turtleboy to write a hit piece on that same district attorney.
I don't know.
Okay. How about you, David? Do you remember the gentleman's name?
I remember the story. Can't remember the name.
It was quite a crazy story because then his buddy came after me. And then they got a restraining order on me because of 7-pounder. Crystal, do you remember this guy's name?
No.
Okay. I hope 7-pounder remembers his name. I took an order. I got an order for you. What's the right answer?
Adam Walker.
Adam Walker was the guy's name.
Was it his friend who was in Arizona or somewhere? And
yes, and he pretended
messaging you from jail. Yeah.
And they were jail buddies. They met in jail.
Yeah, yes. I do remember now.
Yes, so that was a crazy story. Okay. All right, so that would be Bree's turn, I believe, right?
Okay. No, it was just my turn.
Oh, it was just your turn. So David's turn. Okay. And remember,
one of those 500s, whatever. Oh no, okay. Have we got anything left on Who's That Guy?
Yeah, there's 300 and 400 for Who's That Guy.
400 on Who's That Guy.
Okay, 400 on Who's That Guy. I got to bring it up here.
Show me that guy.
Okay, please. Who's that guy on the left? The little guy.
Oh, yes, that's the guy I was thinking of before, whose name I couldn't remember, and I still can't remember his bloody name. No, go on. Pass.
Okay, pass. Pass it on to Crystal. Do you know the right answer?
Luke Noble.
Luke Noble. You got it.
There it is.
You got it right. So that's 400. 400 for Crystal. There you go. Right back in it. All right. And Crystal, it's your turn.
Wild card for 400.
Wild card, 400. The town that was ranked the biggest dump in Rhode Island during a 2016 Turtleboy Bone Ride. Back when I used to do bone rides and I would rank the towns. This town was ranked the biggest dump in Rhode Island.
I don't know. Tiverton.
Tiverton, incorrect. How about Bree? Do you know the right answer?
Woonsocket.
That was number 2 on the list, but incorrect. Always good guess. David, do you remember the number 1 dump in Rhode Island?
I guess Providence, but I don't know.
That was number 3. What's the correct answer?
Central Falls.
Central Falls is the biggest dump in Rhode Island. That's correct. All right, so that brings us to Bree. Remember, there's still a Who's That Guy for 300 left, and your turn.
Can I do a Who's That Guy for 300?
Yes, you may. Let me bring it up for you. Who's that guy for 300? Please tell me. Who's that guy?
The cop from the South that had all the mistresses. I forget his name. And he had the... and you broke this story, and so many people followed it.
Yeah, it was a really big story.
Yes.
Over 1 million page views on this story.
I don't know his name, but I know his story. It was
Okay.
the man with the affairs.
How about David? Do you remember his name?
God, we had one of the women on the show, didn't we? Jason.
We did have one of them.
Jason?
I'm going to need more than that. No?
I can't remember his surname.
How about you, Crystal? You remember his name?
No, I only remember Jason.
The correct answer is Jason Collier is the correct
answer.
Palitsch. Yeah. All right. Now that brings us to David. Your turn. We're all
that one for 400, whatever that is.
Politics.
Politics for 400. The mayor who was caught on a hot mic calling his own supporters friggin' morons, who later denied doing so in a bizarre press conference.
I remember the story, and I can't remember the name.
Friggin' morons.
Friggin'
morons. Friggin' morons. Friggin' morons.
Friggin' morons.
That still cracks me up when he did that. No, you don't know the answer? Okay, how about Crystal? Do you know the answer?
Mr. Petty.
That's the correct answer. Joe Petty is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, I didn't get anything for Jason. I see.
Crystal's coming for you, David.
All right.
I know. I'm too late at night. I've been on the beer for 12 hours.
On the beer. Which one you want? Turtleboy Investigates, Crystal, or Wild Card?
A wild card.
All right. Turtleboy uncovered corruption, waste, and horrific conditions in the public schools of this town in 2015, leading to a revolution at the school committee elections.
Ooh. Braintree. I don't know.
Well, Braintree, incorrect. Bree, do you know the right answer?
Lawrence,
always a good guess, but not in this case. David, do you remember the correct answer?
Was it Wachusett?
Yeah, right. I would have moved here if that was the case. The correct answer was Spencer. David.
I don't know. Name a town.
Yeah. All right. And our final question goes to Bree for $500. Turtleboy investigates. Turtleboy investigated and found out a woman had cheated in a Worcester charity road race that was this long in 2015. Has anybody on the panel, were you guys around in 2015 for this story?
Yeah, I read back. I know who it is. But I don't remember.
I don't even remember the woman's name, to be honest, but I remember the story. Yeah. Okay, do you know the correct answer, Bree?
1 mile.
1 mile, incorrect. David.
Let's go 5K.
5K, good guess, but incorrect. Crystal.
12K.
Now, what's the right answer?
6K.
It was the Worcester firefighters. 6K. It's 6 kilometers for the 6 Worcester firefighters who died in the fire in 1999. So our final score, we have here 100 points for Bree, but it's not entirely her fault because she inherited Chris's score. Crystal has 1,100, and David has how many?
3,900.
3,900.
So I should have got more as well. I got it. I should have got more.
You are our winner. You're our champion. But I'd like to thank you guys all for joining us, Crystal and Bree. So thank you very much. We're going to drop you guys now, Crystal and Bree. We're going to do a couple. We're going to continue the show. We're going to do a couple stories, and then we're going to do. Let me just check the freestyle for a moment. Did we get there? Let's see. I think we might have gotten there. All right, let's see what we got here. Share screen. We got Suzette says, play them ratchet rhymes, man. Thank you, Suzette. That brings us to 200. And a little bonus on the top says, can't wait to see the smiles on the 28th at the school drop-off. And that's from AM. And you're goddamn right about that. I am so excited. My daughter got off the bus yesterday, Deb and Dave, and the first thing I yelled at her, I'm like, she gets off the bus with her mask on. I hate it. She walks up the driveway, and I yell, take that mask off and throw it in the trash. You're never wearing that goddamn thing again, ever, because she loves that. She loves that mask.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
She must be so excited.
Yeah, and I also got a Cash App here from 7 Pounder. I'm not going to read the message you wrote to your 7-pounder, even though I normally do, because I'm trying not to be confrontational there. If you'd like, you can message in the comments. But, you know, thank you very much for the donation. And again, you can say it. I'm not going to say that. I know I say that I'll say anything, but that's more like I'll show anything. Like if you do the that way, I can't control it. But if you send it in the Cash App, you're kind of like making me say it out loud, and I'm not going to say that out loud. Not because I just don't feel like doing that. So, and I'm
Good
sure it's confrontational. So anyway,
I've just brought the comments up now. I've opened up my my other device so I can, because I didn't want to cheat and see the answers in there.
Okay.
Who've we got? M Job, just something that made me laugh. He just said, "Great job, everyone who played except stupid Chris." Oh, that's a bit harsh.
He said I was stupid. I mean, what was his
he called you a dick, which was a bit out of order.
He did. That was so. He called me a dick in the comments.
No, on the show just before you got rid of him. He said,
I mean, how rude. It's like, dude, relax. It's not your show. You know, like enough with the jokes. Enough with the jokes. We get it. Like, okay. Anyway, all right. So
listen, I can't wait to wear my T-shirt on the air.
Yes, I got to send that to you internationally. I hope we can do that internationally. I think Laura's had issues with that. If not, we'll find a way to get it done. Okay.
If not, donate it to someone who bids or donates or something like that.
Okay. But I really want to get that to you, so you're gonna wear it on the show. All right.
Absolutely.
The first blog I want to talk about tonight is the Shrewsbury Poem blog. Can we bring that one up, Deb?
Oh, man.
Because these are the two blogs I have a freestyle on. And thank you guys. We did get to the dono. But if you guys would like to donate, again, the turtle chat is at the top of the thing. And the Cash App is $ Uncle Turtleboy. Okay. All right. These fucking unbelievable. You poor Londoners. I feel so sorry. That sucks. But anyway. All right. So let's scroll down. So this is it's Black History Month, and Shrewsbury High School. Shrewsbury's a town next to Worcester that's it's pretty affluent, I would say. A lot of doctors work in Shrewsbury. They work in the hospitals, and it's diverse, especially if you consider Indians and Southeast Asian people to be diverse, which I do. But it's not diverse in the traditional sense of diversity, in that there are not a lot of African-American or Puerto Ricans there or anything like that. But it's a liberal town, and because it's liberal and it's this public school, obviously it's going to be woke, and it's Black History Month. And so a girl decided to get on the microphone at the intercom and say a poem out loud. And the poem, David, is did you hear this poem?
I read the blog, and I couldn't bring myself to listen because I was that enraged by the blog itself that I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to hear it. That's how angry I was.
Okay. So why don't we play this video? This was played on the intercom at school.
Not hearing anything.
Is it not working?
Not hearing anything now.
Here it is. Here we go.
Cops is coming for you. Mom's telling him since he was 2, saying they gon' protect you. Don't be fooled, that stuff ain't true. They gon' kill you, something you never knew. You craving death like a forbidden fruit. As long as they black, don't care who. Don't care about their kids or what they've been through. No excuses for what they did. Down on the floor, turning blue. So easy to kill, watching how the bullet flew. So easy to kill, watching, but he human too. Nothing they could do to stop death like if they stuck in a deep pit. Don't stay in the dark, cause these streets lit. He said, I can't breathe, forcing his knee, he gon' keep it. Whole crew watching, acting hard, but inside they weeping. Keep saying no, they just release it. Even though they want to kill, they stay creeping. Now he forever gone, he was sleeping. They all wonder why Kaepernick was kneeling. They all
for fuck's sake.
wonder why Malcolm and Martin was speaking. Trying to make a statement because they had to make it even. This hate hasn't changed, man. We gotta rearrange. We gotta stop the grieving.
All right, can we pause it right there? You guys get the point. Let me just start off by saying, David, I hate poetry with a passion. I hate poetry almost as much as I hate sharks. Poetry. Poetry is such bullshit. Okay, poetry is one of the great frauds ever pulled on people in literary.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I love a bit of good poetry, but that was shit.
It
wasn't even any good.
I like your limericks.
There you go.
And I saw Margaret Milliken was back in the comments this week. That was nice to see. I like.
Oh yeah, limericks. I saw that.
Those amuse me, but in general, I find poets. So you could take a sentence. So let me just crap. Hold on. So I have a book here, right? Let me show you how this works. Give me one sec. Okay. All right. So I have a book here. Let me just read a paragraph for you. All right. And then I'm going to read it in poetry style as opposed to whatever. Okay. This story shows in clear detail that integration was war. Thanks to Mrs. Beals for letting us walk with the young warriors from innocence to outrage and then through it all to understanding. I want every young person I know to read this book. So that's a paragraph, right?
Yeah, but that's prose. It's not poetry. That's just the written word. Poetry should have rhyme and cadence and rhythm and.
Okay, so watch this. I'll take that. I'll turn this into poetry. The same fucking word. Okay, Turtleboy Poetry Jam. The story shows us in clear detail that integration was war. Thank you to Miss Beals for letting us walk the young warriors from innocence to outrage and then through it all understanding. I want every young person I know to read this book. Poetry, David. It's fucking. That's not
what you did. You just read prose in a slam poetry style, which is why slam poetry isn't poetry.
Okay, so what that girl did, that's the same shit. If you took
and it was shit. It wasn't poetry. It was shit.
If you took all the words that girl said and threw it into a fucking paragraph, it would just be fucking words.
It wasn't poetry. Yeah.
But if you talk like this and then you close your eyes.
What you want to read, I don't know, Tennyson. You want to read poetry, read Tennyson or Keats or one of those guys where it, there's rhythm, cadence, and rhyme.
Eyes like this, when you close your eyes, people think it's coming from deep in your soul, so you're more inspired than you actually are. But in reality, you are just a simple-minded fucking idiot who really has nothing intelligent to say. So you talk like this till you make people think that you do. That's all fucking.
Did you see that pair of girls that won a national debating contest a few years ago? Who just went, just shouted stuff, and they went like, "Oh well, you're black, so you win." It was horrible. It wasn't even
Did they actually say you're black, so you win, or no?
But it was clearly there were people who made rational arguments and debates, and then they had two girls who just screamed and only stopped to inhale sharply because they ran out of breath. They were shouting. It wasn't a debate at all. They were just two girls screaming. It was embarrassing, and they won a national debating title.
Bollocks, absolute bollocks.
Yes, utter bollocks.
So, what did you think of the speech itself? We didn't play the whole thing.
What's that doing being played over a tannoy in a school? It's deeply political.
Yes, very much political, right? It's like, like how do you?
Well, this is what we've discussed on the numerous times, that schools should not be hotbeds of politicization. Mm-hmm. It's students should be able to make up their own minds from what they gather in the real world, and students are there to learn their subjects, not be indoctrinated in political schools.
Yeah, so I agree with that completely. I think that the poem, obviously, Black Lives Matter I mean, what you heard right there in that poem, that is what critical race theory looks like in practice, that it's okay and acceptable somehow for the school to sanction this child to go on the school airwaves and hold the other students hostage. Like, the other kids did not have the option to not listen to that. It was forced on them. They had to listen to that, and they had to accept this as some sort of like inspired poetry. And I don't know if this is
it's being held up as some sort of paragon. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, this is good. This girl has talent, right? Like, she's really speaking to something. Bitch, you live in truth. You live in
speaking truth to power. Preach.
Yes, it's preach truth to power. To say that as long as they black, they don't care who. To suggest, like, there's a lot of police officers who live in Shrewsbury and have kids that attend the public schools. That's offensive to them. That's offensive to them. So
absolutely, and it's not even true. That's the most important thing.
It's not even true, exactly. So
cops going out hunting people. It's insane to even think that.
Totally. So let's can we go down to the school committee meeting there, Deb, and play just a couple, maybe a minute or so of Jeffrey Souza Paquette's speech here. So this guy is running for Congress.
What?
And he's going to lose. I hate to say it. He's running against Jim McGovern. He's going to lose, but he's running, so that's good. He's keeping him honest.
Oh, well, that's true. At least he's got an opponent.
Yeah, at least So it's
John Wenski.
So yeah, I think you have to go to like the 30-second mark.
That kind of divisive situation here in our own community. Similarly, a lot of this was under.
What's going on here? What are we looking at, Deb?
What is known as critical race theory.
What are we looking at there? Is this the video? Hold on, let me add Deb on. What are we looking at here?
Yeah,
is this the video? This is the video?
Yeah, this is the committee meeting video at 30-second mark.
It was?
Yeah.
I see something completely different. I see a guy speaking.
At 30-second, hold on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Half an hour. Yeah.
Oh, you went to half an hour. Okay.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. My bad.
All right. all good.
You and me both said, oh, man.
I thought it was like kind of big.
One of the questions that I ask everybody here, as I have a state police retired
earlier, right?
Yep, right there. Right there's good.
The first item on our agenda is public participation. We do have one resident tonight that requested to address the committee. I'd like to invite him to the standing mic there and just introduce yourself, name and address, and you'll have up to 5 minutes to address the committee.
Thank you. My name is Jeffrey Souza Paquette, and I live at 9 Meadow Lane, Shrewsbury, Mass. The reason I'm addressing the board tonight is today in the Shrewsbury High School and stuff, they were doing Black Lives Matter things and stuff. The concern that I have and stuff is that a poem and stuff was read out to the kids depicting that police officers are predators and murderers of Black children and Black children and parents. One of the questions that I ask everybody here, as I have a state police retired sergeant sitting right here, do we think it's appropriate that her 16-year-old daughter would be taught that her mother is a predator or a murderer? What are we teaching in our schools? How is this possible? Then you guys put out curriculum out to these kids. And I'm going to give you some examples here, telling them that, let's see, it is estimated that police kill more than 4 times as many Black Americans last year than anybody else. Here's the facts. Does anybody on this board look at the facts? 1,017 people were killed by police last year. 117 of them were Black. Does that sound like it's 4 times? What are you teaching our children? Did you teach our children that 534 police officers were killed last year? This year, in the last 30 days, 54 police officers have been shot and 11 have been killed. Did we bother to teach our children that? Does anybody on this board, including you, Dr. Sawyer, do you review the curriculum of what you're doing to our children?
Okay, you can stop there.
Suicide, anxiety.
Okay, so you guys get the point. He goes on for about 5 minutes doing that. And, it's stuff that I agree with about, like, just, general statements on that. So not everybody liked it, though. So I agree with it completely. And by the way,
I agree with what he said, but all I could see was Brian Stelter in a mask there.
The mask is ridiculous, but you would get kicked out if you didn't wear the mask. We saw that in Melrose over the weekend. It's fucking ridiculous, this shit. Anyway, so not everybody agreed with it, his statement. And they are, by the way, holding a rally tomorrow. Like, if you think it's okay, by the way, if you think it's okay for a student to say what she said like that over the airwaves, like, and force other kids to listen to it, you're a fucking idiot. Like, there's no other way around it. You're a fucking idiot. We can't be in the same country as you. You're a piece of shit. Like, it's no longer June 2020. You can't hide behind the whole, like, we're angry about George Floyd thing. We're back to reality now. You cannot do that anymore. You can't be fucking crazy. Just stop. End of discussion. You can't force other people to do that, period. But apparently this gentleman here, and they are holding a rally tomorrow at the, I think in the center of Shrewsbury tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So that would be right where Main Street meets 140. But the steakhouse there and the library, they are doing a back the blue kind of rally tomorrow. So head on down to Shrewsbury if you'd like to see that. I won't be able to make it because I got a cheering tournament. I don't know if there's any cheer dads in the house. I fucking hate this, David. My daughter's in.
We don't have that. We don't have that over here. So I've had a narrow escape. Never had to do that.
I'm going to New Hampshire tomorrow. I have to go to New Hampshire.
Oh my
goddamn cheer competition. Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah.
So are you actually cheering on someone cheering?
Yes, that's happening.
That's insane. Like, so you might win.
It's like they all win. And then you know what the win is? The win is
everyone gets a prize. You get a prize. You get a prize.
The prize is always go to Disney, except you're paying for it. That's what the prize always is.
The prize is book your own holiday, pal.
But you know what? It's like, it's one of those things where, she wants to do cheering. I'm not going to fight it. Like
fair enough. They want to do it. They want to do it.
Every kid has two parents, and I gear my kid towards sports. And, she does soccer and she excels at soccer, but eventually she'll have to pick when she gets older. And, I'm really pushing this. But so the cheering thing tomorrow, I don't know if there's any other cheer dads or moms.
Wasn't one of your presidents a cheerer? Wasn't one of the Bushes a cheerer because he couldn't do sport?
I think so. But I think George
W.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You know who I saw at a cheer tournament 2 years ago, right before COVID? You remember Masshole's wife?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're cool now. Masshole's wife.
Where did she go? Where did she? They used to be in the comments all the time.
Well, Masshole's wife, she didn't like us for a bit.
Yeah.
And then she liked us after that. So we're cool with Masshole's wife now. And I never really had anything against her. She, the past is the past. But she's. We're probably going to see a lot of.
I hope you go to not Rhode Island, New Hampshire, and you cheer on your daughter so much that you win.
Yes. I mean, well, we're all going to win. It's just a big scam. Everybody wins in cheering, and then you go to Disney. It's not a sport. It's not I like cheering would be a sport if they didn't have to get pretty, if you didn't have to like look pretty and smile. I think that's gay. Like girls basketball is a sport.
I don't know.
Because you don't have to wear makeup for it. Like if wearing makeup.
Are you advocating that the WNBA is a sport that we should all watch?
Not that you should watch, but it's a sport. It's a boring sport, but it's a sport. So baseball's a sport.
Ridiculous three-colored ball.
It is, but it's a sport. Like anything where you have to like you get judged on like your hair and your makeup.
Yeah.
And did you smile?
Anything that needs judges isn't a sport. Because, I think sport, there should be really clear cut, winning or losing. You win or you lose or maybe even draw. But anything like figure skating where a judge says, well, I give that a 6, and the other one says, well, I gave it a 5.5. That can't be a sport.
It can, because it's like based on like technical, like gymnastics is clearly a sport, right?
No, dance,
like on the balance beam and shit. That's not dance.
Oh, it's incredibly athletic, but it's not a sport if two judges can disagree by a mile and the Chinese always win.
But They don't always win. But what about?
They do if it's in China.
Aren't referees just judges? Like that's
well,
a foul.
You make a fair point. I think referees are arbiters of law, whereas judges, where they're scoring points, like boxing. How many times at the Olympics have we seen guys who, in our opinion, have clearly won a fight, and the judges give it 3-2 against him? You know, it's
right.
That's what problem I have with judges is they get it wrong.
And I agree with blurred lines here. Cheerleading is very athletic. Like it's literally organized gymnastics.
No one's disputing that.
I mean, what cheerleaders can do, the amount of fucking flips they can do and throwing each other up in the air they do. It's not like, rah-rah team shit. It's like they're their own team. Like cheerleaders, like at Shepherd Hill, the cheerleaders were the best. Like they won state champions and shit. Like Whitman Hanson, I remember, was their big rival. And they didn't care about the games. They didn't care about the football games. They cared about their competitions.
Well,
like
it's true. I mean, when I watch the Super Bowl, you see some of those cheerleaders and you think, yep, that's a sport.
But I would just say, like, wish
it's definitely they're very athletic.
They shouldn't have to wear makeup, and they shouldn't have to wear the hair. They wear like fake hair and shit, and like get pretty. Like, that shit should end. And the smiling, they're judged on the smiling. They have because the coaches always
smile. Yeah,
like
it's not a genuine smile, is it?
Yeah, it's not. So anyway, back to the story at hand. This tool bag.
Yes. Sorry, we digress.
So this gentleman here, he didn't like that speech. His name is Jason Palitsch. And Jason Palitsch is on the school committee. He's like an establishment Democrat, and I kind of lay out the difference between them two. I will take progressives any day of the week over establishment Democrats because progressives aren't a real threat. People like Bernie Sanders, Ed Markey, AOC.
Okay.
They are here for our amusement. And they're fucking crazy. Obviously, everything they want is crazy.
Obviously, yeah.
But they kind of believe what they say. And I will give them that. They're actually full-blooded communists who believe what they say, and they realize that they're
all hypocrites as well, because they go on about, the wealthy, and they are the wealthy. Right, Bernie Sanders is a multimillionaire. AOC's got, she wore a $30,000 dress the other day,
Right. But they're amusing. They're amusing. Like they're funny.
Hysterical in their hypocrisy. Yeah.
But they're so dumb that they're funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like
AOC couldn't write a name in the ground with a stick. I think that's why she calls herself AOC, because she can't spell her own name.
Right. Well, and you know what? But they are actually they're anti-war. Progressives are, and that's one thing that the populist right, like the Josh Hawleys and the Ted Cruzes of the world, and the populist left, the AOCs of the world, they all agree. Like they're all anti-war. They're all anti-American imperialism. They're old school. They have a lot in common. They stand for something. It is the neocons on the right and your power-hungry Democrats on the left that have all the power, and they're the ones that fucking start all the wars, and like they're the worst. So there's a big difference there. And so the progressives realize, like Bernie Sanders knows he's never going to be president. AOC knows she's never going to be higher than state rep. They're all like Ed Markey knows he's just the other senator from Massachusetts. They know that there's a ceiling on how high they can go. Whereas the establishment Democrats, these are your power hungry people. Like, for instance, Mayor Pete is the classic establishment Dem. Like, do you remember during the Democratic primaries last year, Bernie was winning. And Bernie was on his way to getting the nomination. And then what happened? Do you remember what happened to save him, to basically get rid of him?
No.
They all like Mayor Pete and Amy Klobuchar dropped out on the same day. And who did they support?
Well, I'm guessing Biden.
So they were all like the establishment Dems.
Yes, the establishment all threw in behind him. I remember that. I didn't realize it was the same day it all happened.
And those were his primary competitors. And they both quit, and they dropped out, and they're like, "We're supporting Biden," because there was
because Harris had dropped out, and Liz Warren was going nowhere.
Right. Yeah. And so they all dropped out, and they're like, "We're gonna we can't let Bernie get the nomination. He's a fucking crazy lunatic, obviously. So and he's gonna lose. So we need to make sure that Biden gets in, and then we can just kind of pull his strings and shit, and we'll be rewarded with jobs." Now Mayor Pete is the treasure, he's
the transport secretary now, or whatever it is.
Amy Klobuchar gets jobs on committees. They know how to play the game. These power, they're not stupid.
Yeah.
They know how politics works.
But
the only thing they care
Mayor
about is power.
Pete is funny in his own right because he's incredibly stupid as well. It wasn't he the guy who said roads were racist because they stopped buses going in certain directions that brown people wanted to go on?
But why does he say that?
I guess it's the buzzword and the narrative that you have to say.
Why do you have to say it though? Why does he have to say it?
Good point. Why?
Because he's power hungry. Because these people are they just want power, and they know that to obtain power, those are the things you have to say to appeal to the Democratic base. So you have to say those things, and he knows that, and he knows how to do that. Black Lives Matter, like all that shit, you have to go along with it. They know that the one thing you don't want to say is defund the police because that doesn't pull well.
That doesn't cut well with the centrist politics, exactly.
So
there's a lot of votes to be lost there. Yeah.
They follow the polls, right? That's all established.
Oh, and yes, absolutely.
So this guy named Jack Palitsch, it's like he has no love for helping poor people. He's just another power-hungry lunatic. He ran for state rep in a district that's pretty solidly blue, and he lost to a Republican by the name of Hannah Kane, a moderate Republican, in 2015. And if you see here, he's like been pictured with every fucking establishment Dem ever. Jim McGovern, who's up next? Hillary, classic establishment Democrat.
Yeah.
Liz Warren, obviously. Yeah. There he is with McGovern in the parade. He's part of the McGovern crime family. Maura Healey.
Oh my God.
That'd be Marsha. What the fuck's her name? The one that lost to Charlie Baker and Scott Brown. Martha Coakley. And there he is, Biden here. I mean, this is your classic machine Democrat. He's a team player, and he will have a job in politics for life. But you need to start somewhere, and he couldn't start at state rep. But he's got no kids, and for some reason, he wants to be in the Shrewsbury School Committee. For whatever reason, I don't know. So anyway, why don't
draw your own conclusions?
Let's play what he thought of that speech by Mr. Sosa Paquette.
Thank you, Ms. Heffernan.
Mr. Winsky, if I might as well, I just want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Sawyer and our staff. A minute ago, we heard a lot of things that were specious and not true, which the superintendent is going to respond to shortly. But what we just saw was a rare, ugly public outburst. Unfortunately, I know that a lot of our staff have been subject to that sort of verbal abuse in recent times. It is a very charged time in our culture and society. And I know that while it doesn't always happen on camera and doesn't always get attention, we have a lot of people working for us who are on the receiving end of disrespectful garbage like that. And I want to take a moment to thank everyone who tries to do the right thing and sometimes has to deal with things like that in the course of their day-to-day business. And please know that we as a school committee are here. We see you, we hear you, and we respect the work that you do. So thank you.
Oh God, suck all the dicks, dude. Just for fuck's sake, man. I want to punch that guy in the face. Have you ever heard?
What?
Seriously. There's fucking. Did you
say he's got no kids?
No kids. So
what's he doing on the school committee? What he has no vested interest other than he's using it. He's climbing a political ladder, isn't he?
The worst part about that speech was the overall message that was being sent there. Nothing Jeffrey Sosa Paquette said was at all disrespectful.
No, exactly. He didn't attack. He didn't personally attack anyone. He said stuff like that shouldn't be read out over a tannoy in a school, and he's exactly correct.
But you know who he attacked? The powerful. He attacked Black Lives Matter and the establishment. And that is what they really have a threat to. Like, you are a threat to the establishment. You are saying things and attacking groups that you're not allowed to attack. You're not allowed.
But BLM have largely disappeared from the news, apart from spending all the money they raised on big houses, as far as I can tell.
But their messaging is the Democratic Party is BLM. And what they're doing there is like he's attacking a core tenet of them, and that is a threat. And everything that the right does, any conservative ideology has to be labeled as an insurrection or hate speech or dangerous rhetoric or misinformation. Nothing he said there was bad, but this guy frames it as disrespectful garbage. Like, how fucking dare you criticize us?
You're not even allowed to say it.
Yeah, you have no fucking right.
Crime.
To disrupt the system. Who the fuck are you? We're the powerful. How dare you? And that's how they stay in power. is they label all of their enemies like that.
But what he's doing here is saying that nonsense that was read out under the guise of poetry, which was, you know, a sack of shit, wasn't it? It was just lies. He's actually supporting lies. He's saying it's okay to say lies if your narrative fits a certain message that we're trying to put across it.
Quite literally. So fuck him.
So if it's okay to lie, I'd like to say that guy on the school committee without any kids is clearly a sheep shagger.
A sheep shagger.
He shags sheep. That's his sexual proclivity. Because you can say anything and that's fine.
A sexual sheep shagger. Okay.
He's a sexual sheep shagger.
Yeah. All right.
He's a psychosexual sadist.
Oh, it looks like she's already got it queued up for us. Okay, let's talk about the next story and then we'll do the freestyle. All right. So the Roslindale coffee shop twat here.
Oh, speaking of sheep shaggers, then there's this guy.
All right. So his name is Travis Woods. Check out this dude.
Of course it is, because what else would he be called other than Travis?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Look at this guy. You can't be serious. Keep going down.
Hey, nothing says paternity leave like that.
I know. Okay. Oh, and he kind of...
Does his sweater actually say Happy Birthday, Jesus on it?
I guess he was born on Christmas. So that's his thing. He kind of looks like the dog, the hyena, the retarded hyena.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap.
Yeah. So anyway, this gentleman is some sort of singer. He works at the Square Root Coffee Shop in Roslindale. And he has apparently, his wife gave birth after carrying the child for 9 months. And for some reason... I looked back on his page, and this picture was taken in September, so the baby was born by then. And he has not gone back to work at the coffee shop. He's a barista bitch.
Good God.
Now, why on earth? Okay, let me just point out, there's no bigger fucking crock of shit that has ever been pulled on the American public. You can stop there. Than paternity leave. I think it's like, I checked the records. I could give you both my kids' birthdays. Blogs were published on those days. On the days my kids were born, I blogged. Okay, because what the fuck am I doing? I'm sitting there waiting for the baby to come out. There's a lot of downtime. It doesn't just fucking happen. Okay, it takes time, and so you're like,
absolutely. I got a week off without pay when mine were born.
Like, okay, so I understand. I have a unique scenario that I could sit there and work on my computer.
Sure.
Other people actually have to go back to work, and I get that. And I'm all for, I mean, what I would say 2 weeks. Is 2 weeks good? David?
2 weeks is fair, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for a guy. I mean, so maternity leave.
Because it takes a couple of days sometimes for the wife to come home from the hospital, and you've got all the house set up, and it's exhausting. The wife's always exhausted. Childbirth is a big thing.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, it's really not as much work as this. I mean, like you have the baby, and then the baby sleeps a fucking lot. That's the best. Nobody told me that.
No, mine didn't. Oh God, no.
The baby sleeps a lot. I mean, it cries a lot, but they sleep like fucking 15 hours, out of 24. They sleep a lot.
Yeah, but they're 15 1-hour bursts, not one burst of 15 hours.
They do, but then you're like, how fucking hard is it? Like, you change the diaper when it shits. You give it a fucking bottle, the mother feeds it, and then it immediately falls back asleep in like a lactation fucking comatose. Like, that's what they do. They get drunk on milk. You feed them the bottle, and then they just pass out from the milk. It gets them drunk, and then that's the end of it. It's not that hard.
I never had to feed mine. Mine went all on the breast. So happy days.
Yeah. So I get him the baby. I obviously helped out with my kids, obviously, but it's not like a fucking full-time thing being a dad on paternity leave. Like, there's a shitload of downtime. And let's point out the fucking obvious here. Physically, you didn't give birth. You didn't have to fucking do any of that shit. Like, your fucking wife.
To be honest, after 2 weeks, I was ready to go back to work. The missus was ready for me to go back to work. This fucker's had 6 months at home.
6 months, and this is the new normal.
Who is he, Mayor Pete?
That's what I'm saying. But like, that's what liberalism has brought us, right? Like, men are no longer men. Like, men back in the day would be ashamed to say, I'm going to take 6 weeks off for paternity
6 months?
Have some goddamn pride, my man. Jesus
Get back
Christ.
to grafting.
I know. Men work. My mom always said this. She goes, my mom said, she's like, I would be embarrassed to make my husband wake up in the night and take care of the baby. She goes, he had to work the next day. And that's what he provided. You know what I mean? Like, he works hard for our family. That's a function. That's a thing that people need to keep the fucking household running, is an income. And he needs to sleep. And I'm at home, so I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night. I swear to God, feminism has destroyed this country. It has destroyed our culture.
Well, I mean, we had 4 billion years of planet Earth, and evolution hardwired us into being hunter-gathering men and homemaking women, because that's what raised good humans. And and within 200 years, not even that, 100 years, we've changed all the roles, and somehow, and I don't know the science behind it, men don't have testosterone anymore. Literally, our testosterone levels are not what they were 100 years ago. So there's a physical effect going on here as well.
Right. And I would like to clarify that. So Unk says, Unk, dude, there were girls in this chat cringing when you say parenting isn't that tough. So I do want to reiterate that parenting is obviously tough. Okay. And there's a lot of variables to it. Some kids, my son was a lot harder than my daughter. I totally get that. And when there's other kids already around that also need you, like a 3 and a 5-year-old, let's say, and you have a baby, obviously that makes it significantly more difficult. You got a lot to weigh. But what I'm saying is, it was definitely a little bit, my daughter was really easy as a baby, and it was a lot easier than I thought. I used to fucking go on Facebook and taunt people. Like, I thought you guys said this shit was hard. This is easy, And then my son came along, and it was the exact opposite of that. So, and so I paid for.
I was the other way around. My first one just never slept at night, and it was awful. I was sleep deprived for a year, maybe more, 18 months. My son came along; he was a lot better. And then the third one came along. She was brilliant, no problem at all. But the first one, who's now 24 years old, God Almighty, she nearly killed me.
Well, sorry to hear that, my man. How old are your kids, Dave? How old are you now?
I've got 5 now with the second marriage. So they're 24, 22, 18, 14, and 9.
Holy shit. What a litter. I had no idea, David, that you were popping them out like that.
Yeah, man.
Your boys.
I only have to put the key in the front door.
So anyway, let's see what. So his boy Thomas Butler there, 2 grown men who look to be. I mean, how old do these guys look to you, David?
Well, that guy Travis. Oh God Almighty, he looks.
They look like 40, close to it, right?
40, yeah.
I would say about 40.
Yeah,
and they work at a coffee shop. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't even know how you afford to live in a place like Jamaica Plain with the rents if you're working at a fucking coffee shop. I don't know how you can afford that, especially you're on paternity leave. This coffee shop gives 6 months fucking paternity leave. Like, that's crazy. So anyway, this douchebag posts, let's see his post there. Thomas's post here. It says, Boston's finest enforcing the mask mandate. And he goes, I didn't forget my mask. It actually broke on the way here. And there's 2 Boston cops there, a black guy and a woman. And then if you scroll down, you can see the register there. So this is taken from the perspective of somebody working. So an employee took a picture of 2 paying customers, and notice it says
2 customers, and tried to shame them.
Notice it says change there, 50 cents. So they actually paid. It's not like the cops are coming in there and getting free coffees. They actually
getting freebies. No, they're paying for their product.
And they're customers, and you're taking a picture of them to shame them on social media. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What is going on? That's insane.
Insane.
Imagine if you did that. If every customer you walked in the shop, you took their picture and you said something critical about them on social media, you'd be out of business in a day.
Right. And so it says, super stoked to get COVID. So this is what Travis writes. I could not believe this.
Trav.
Super stoked to get COVID from the cops when I go back to work in 2 weeks. When people ask why I hate cops, I'd say this pretty much sums it up. Badge number covered, faces exposed during a mask mandate. The message, as always from police, the law doesn't apply to me. What are you going to do about it? I mean, shut the fuck
Firstly,
up.
it's not the law. Secondly, his badge number wasn't covered, was it? It was a black armband. They were in mourning for a fallen colleague, I believe.
Oh, is that what it was?
I believe so.
Like, who gives a fuck? Like, you're superstar. You're worried about getting. First of all, you should be embarrassed to say that you haven't worked in 6 months. That's the first thing. You should be embarrassed to say that you're on paternity leave and that you're afraid to go back.
Should be shamed at work. It's him for not being in work.
Right. Because, by the way, you're climaxed, so you have nothing to worry about, right? Because the climax works, and if you say it doesn't work, you're the problem. But also, you need a mask to protect you because you might get it still somehow, even though you have the climax, which works, except when it doesn't. And we have a freaking climax mandate in town, so those cops must be climax, right? Obviously, because
gotta be.
There's a mandate. So what the fuck are you worried about? Because they're not putting on the theater of it, and that's all it is.
To double standards, exactly. They want everything their way. Yeah.
They told you to wear the mask, so put on the fucking mask. That's all this comes down to.
Don't ask any questions.
And so, these people in the comments, if you scroll down, you see Stacy's stupid comment here. What'd she say? I was training people the other day, and a uniformed firefighter made fun of me for asking him to put on his mask and was trying to embarrass me in front of someone. I'd like to meet that firefighter.
So he should.
Shake his hand. Whoever that firefighter is, I'd like to shake your hand, sir, because you should be mocked.
You deserve to be ridiculed.
Humiliated, afraid to show your face in public ever again. You horrible cow. Obviously embarrassed himself. Yeah, he's the one who embarrassed himself, not you, sugar. Okay, but it was just beyond inappropriate. I've had to ask cops too, but they have complied without being derogatory. Oh, so you got the cops to comply, and that's all it is.
Well done, you power crazy bitch.
I got the cops to do what I wanted them to do. Okay, so obviously this guy's a fucking right cunt, and he can get it. And
he is a right cunt,
and he's everything that's wrong with society. Okay. So I got nothing more to say about him. I'm not even going to read this stupid rant because I'm just going to get too fired up. I think it's time for a freestyle, David.
Freestyle me, baby. I've not heard tonight.
Okay, let's get it done.
I joined too late to hear the run through, so I'm hearing it for the first time, just like the rest of our audience.
Okay, here we go. Let's play it. Play the beats. And by the way, if the audio does not play very well, we can do the. I'll start over, but it should be able to play. This is an old school Jay-Z beat. All right. Shrewsbury high school student read a poem judging all police, but she didn't even know them, saying they kill people just because they black. Stop getting your news from people smoking crack. She says she don't blame black people for all the looting, while white people blaming for all the school shooting. Parent complained at the school board meeting, laid out 5 minutes of a verbal beating. School committee member by the name of Jason, dude should try being a little more self-effacing, thinking that he woke because he know more of Healy. Bro, you ain't diverse, you ain't speaking Swahili. Ran for state rep and he took the defeat. Bitch, you're just a bootleg straight Mayor Pete. Dude is out here pimping for war with Ukraine, getting tough with Russia, but you can't beat Anna Kane. Your method of governance is nothing but neglectful. Who the fuck are you to say what is disrespectful? Future of the public schools is quite dreary if they keep pushing the critical race theory. Here's a little story that might sound insane about this beta male cuck from Jamaica Plain. Dude says he ain't working until Easter. Shut up and get my coffee, you bitch barista. Men taking 6 months off for paternity? This is why I ain't down with modernity. Got his co-worker by the name of Thomas. This dude ain't in Putang in a year, I promise. He's such a little bitch, you should try out for The View. Is there really any doubt he voted for Michelle Wu? Silly little tyrants love the mandate. Makes them come hard every time they masturbate. Whining because a cop didn't have a mask. Suck a dick and get my coffee coffee. That's your only task. This barista preaches like you're some kind of jerk. Fuck is you afraid of if your vaccine worked? Bitches out here repping the business and Wazzy, so I blew up they ass up Turtleboy Kamikaze. I don't want to hear from your communist regime. Just shut your mouth, get my coffee with sugar and cream.
That was quality, man. That's one of the best I've been on with. That is one of the best. I particularly like the Morahili Swahili rhyme. I thought that was tremendous.
Well, thanks. I tried my best.
Lots of fire emojis. Not a single Gianetti in sight there.
No Gianettis. Excellent.
Zero Gianettis.
The mix is low. Is that not? Could you guys actually hear the beat?
It sounded okay at my end. I don't know about from. Okay. Obviously, I'm listening to it differently to the people at home.
Okay. All right. Why don't we do a last Turtleboy? If you have any questions, I'll answer them.
I've got Cherokee Girl has congratulated me on my big win at Turtleboy Trivia. Wow, who's going to take me on? And I've had a lot of beer today, so 2 hours sleep.
A lot of beer.
A lot of beer.
So you went to bed drunken and woke up in the middle of the night?
Yeah, I went to bed about 10 o'clock and I had 3 hours sleep.
How do you not have a headache? Oh my God!
I do. My head is pounding.
God bless you.
And M-Job spotted my Norm Macdonald throwaway line there. The "Happy Birthday, Jesus, hope you like crap." I just threw it in there, and he spotted it. Well done, M-Job. Norm Macdonald, yeah.
I didn't know that. I never heard that line before.
The original joke is he goes. I think he said someone like, I forget who the pop. Originally, it was going to be somebody more famous, but he said so and so has released a new Christmas album called whatever the title of the album was. Well, happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap.
All right, Lance says, how are your feelings of what happened in Canada? I think my feelings are pretty well documented on this. I think it's fucking tyrannical, scary, and that Justin Trudeau should be overthrown, violently if necessary.
He's a tyrant. He's freezing the assets and charitable donations of his own people that he is supposed to be representing.
Exactly.
It's absolutely criminal.
So in a just world, he would be get the same. You get the Robespierre treatment.
Did you see the act that he expanded is actually for terrorist and organized crime?
But David, that's what they do. That's what leftists do now. They just label anyone who disagrees with them or challenges their quest for power as a terrorist. That's what they do.
Yeah. Or smears them as a racist. He actually did that, didn't he? Trudeau went up and said they won't carry their swastika flags under my watch. And you're going, nobody was carrying swastika flags. They were carrying Canadian flags, you lying lunatic.
Yeah, that's all they do. They just try to label the whole thing as that. So Christine asks, why do you hate sharks? So this goes back many years.
What's to like about them?
So sharks are fucking stupid. There's no need for them. Other animals in the food chain could do what they do. They just fucking exist to terrorize communities.
And not only that, they haven't evolved in a billion years either. They've just been sharks. They haven't evolved like other species. The fossil line shows that they were exactly the same a billion years ago.
No, my biggest beef with sharks is that they have the whole fucking ocean. It's the whole ocean, and they insist on coming to Cape Cod. They insist on it. They can't go fucking. They just like why Cape Cod? Why?
Well, you know what? I've got an evolutionary answer to your question.
What?
Because the only thing that's probably going to predate on a shark would be a big whale. They could take them on. And humans went out off Cape Cod and killed all the whales, the natural shark predators, so the sharks thrive.
Well, my problem, David, is the big problem here is the seals. We stopped killing the seals like 30 years ago because of the hippies, and now there's all these seals that gather on Cape Cod, and the sharks come.
Well, sure, the sharks eat them, yeah.
That's just fucking lazy on the sharks' part. Like they're just we're just going to sit here and just wait
for a seal to dive in. Yeah.
How about you go old school and stop being so fucking lazy and go out in the middle of the ocean and hunt like real sharks did? You fucking lazy sharks. And so they just sit there and they wait for fat seals to come along and eat them. And meanwhile, we can't go swimming. And I'm like, okay, you can exist. We don't have to annihilate sharks from the planet. You can have the whole
just through shallow water.
Yeah, do you have to come to Cape Cod? Do you have to fucking come to Martha's Vineyard? can you go somewhere else? You have the whole fucking ocean, and you insist on coming here. You fucking selfish cunts. I hate sharks. Oh my God, they're the most selfish fucking animals. Anyway.
Right, let me answer something. Someone's asking about Candace Owens debating AOC. I don't think she should. It gives AOC credibility because she's a moron. Don't debate her in public because she's a moron. She doesn't deserve the airtime. Somebody asked me how I did at darts. Haven't played all week.
Yeah. Fupa sharks. Yeah. Let's see. Anyway, any more questions, guys? That's the thing. So I want to address this aspect. People always say that is their home. Okay. You know who used to live on the plot of land where my house is, David? Bears. Yeah. Sharks lived in the fucking,
Oh, you live in the woods.
Yeah. Well, everybody did at one point. And then you know what happened, David? Mankind came rolling through and were like, we're building shit here. And that requires the fucking man killing animals to leave. Y'all gotta leave. You can't be here anymore, wolves. Sorry, we can't raise family and fucking wolves around.
Were there wolves in North America? Because we wiped them out in Europe completely.
Yes, of course. Yeah, and rightfully so, because they can't coexist together. You have to have parks for that. That's what
we train some of them. We train some of them, and we keep them as pets now, and they kill our children occasionally. You know,
and you can't have that. So we have fucking national parks for that shit. That's where the animals go. And with the fucking. It's like
you want to see it, go to Yosemite.
Hold on, the ocean is their home, Linda. 100%. It's a big fucking ocean. So go out in the ocean. Don't come.
2/3 of the world's surface is ocean.
You cannot just fucking live on the fucking beach outside of Chatham. That can't be the thing. Okay, you got the whole. You know how big the fucking ocean is. Go out there. It's a big fucking ocean. You don't need to sit at the beach of Chatham or fucking Oak Bluffs and just sit there and eat fucking humans. You can't. Get the fuck out of here, sharks. I remember in 2015, some shark rolled up on the beach in Dennis, and all these morons went and saved it. I'm like, I did a blog on it. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Let that motherfucker die. Obviously, he's too stupid to figure out now how to beach himself.
Chuck it on the barbecue.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, we don't have sharks off the coast of the UK. So you could come here, you can swim in the sea off any beach in the UK, no shark.
Is it even hot enough? Are the beaches in the UK popular?
Yeah. Especially if you go down to the sort of the southwest, Devon and Cornwall down there. It's beautiful.
People don't usually associate England with beaches for some reason.
No, but we have beaches all around we've got a lot of coastline.
Yeah, and I did that was my most unpopular blog I've ever written was "Fuck the Sharks."
Yeah, I remember. There's a lot of people didn't like you not liking sharks.
But you know what? You don't have to agree with everything I say, and you're still welcome here. Okay. Any other questions you guys have?
Heidi's asking, do we have whale watches? Well, no, because we don't have whales either. We have to go to the Canary Islands in the Atlantic if we want to see whales and dolphins in the. We do occasionally get dolphins around the coast, but not very often. But we don't have. We have like shrimp and cod. That's what we have off our beaches.
I like the way Howard's saying it. Can you imagine how good the last woolly mammoth? I bet you woolly mammoth tasted fucking delicious.
Oh man, yeah.
And I've got to be honest, seals look delicious too. If I was sharks, I would eat a seal. I don't know why humans don't eat seals. Has anyone ever tried seal? I bet it's fucking good. I bet it's great. I bet
there's a lot of blubber. There's a lot of fat, isn't there, to protect? You know, they're very insulated against the cold, so it's very fatty.
It's probably so good. So, am I gonna cheer for Brandon? I know I should cheer for Brandon tomorrow. So I can't go to the thing in Shrewsbury, but because I got to go to a cheerleading competition. But I bet your bison probably. But bisons are too like powerful, and you don't want to taste an animal that has like a lot of muscle. Like that's why we eat pigs and cows. You know, no one would ever suggest eating a lion. Lions probably taste like
too
shit.
thin. Yeah, no, it's not. No. I mean, the whole point is that meat is muscle. That's the whole point. You want a muscly animal. Yeah.
You want like a fat animal. You want a fat.
No, animal. Fat is. You know, you cut the fat off your bacon because you don't want the fat. You want the muscle, the lean meat.
Oh, you're crazy.
The fat.
Yeah, the fat's the best part. Chewing the fat. Oh. Anyway,
cats taste like chicken, says 13 Kings, and then so chicken tastes like cats. Then, in that case.
All right. Any more questions, guys, before we call it a night?
Someone soon is going to eat the last rhino, I suppose. That's coming up next, isn't it?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, rhinos are on the verge of extinction. I don't know why. Because rhino, I mean,
horn. What the horn? They killed them for the horn. It's in the Far East in China.
Why can't they reproduce more? Do they only have one baby per litter? Is that why?
Yeah, it's like a huge gestation period and one baby if it survived. Yeah.
But there's like, you know how many
they're like pandas. They don't breed in captivity either.
Like, do you know how many like wildebeest or impalas there are on this planet? Like in Africa, probably has like
7.
There's impalas. There's probably like 50 million impalas in the world. Like it's one of those like, or wildebeest. There's just no fucking shortage of them. It's weird, and they only have one baby at a time. So I don't understand. And they're so easy to hunt. Like if you're born in an impala,
they're not killed for their horns. They're not hunted though, are they? Whereas like rhinos were hunted to extinction. That was the masculine thing, I guess. That's the big scary animal. The elephants and the rhinos. They can trample you, so they're the ones we look good if we put them on the wall at home.
So like,
who wants to see an impala on the wall?
If you're born in an impala, like you are literally prey for every fucking carnivore that exists in Africa. Like every single cheetahs can catch you because there's a lot of animals cheetahs can't kill. You know, like cheetahs can't kill the buffalo. They can't. They're too big, right?
No,
they can't kill.
Their hides are too tough as well to bring them down. Yeah.
Well, like there's only certain predators, but everybody kills impalas. Like they're the fucking easiest shit, and they're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
Yeah. The cheetah's that fast. He's probably looking the impala going, nah, it's a bit too close. I'm going to let him get another 100 yards away before I chase that one down.
Right. I mean, they're just fucking free lunch, but they're so populous. So I don't understand rhinos, which can't possibly
if they ate impala, they'd be okay. Maybe it's their diet that's in short supply.
Well, they can't possibly have that many predators besides humans.
No.
Right? Like,
no, only humans. Only humans.
I've never heard of do lions kill rhinos? I don't know. Like they're so fucking
they like impala.
Rhino. Yeah, I'm saying.
Someone's asking here. DFS Donovan is asking, what is toad in the hole? Do you not have toad in the hole in the USA?
Is that why you're on? What's up, Deb?
Sorry, I just said lions definitely don't kill rhinos. No, just humans.
No.
Okay, they just So what the fuck? People got to stop killing them rhinos. Then we need rhinos.
Yeah,
that's a cool animal. Like rhinos don't bother humans. Like, but sharks,
unless we bother them first. Yeah,
that makes no sense. So human beings kill rhinos but protect sharks. Yeah. That's how fucking stupid humans are. We kill rhinos and protect the things that actually kill us, and kill the animals that want to do us no harm.
Correct.
Okay, I give up. I give up on humanity.
Sorry. Somebody was asking a question about what's toad in the hole. Has anyone heard of toad? Oh, had toad in the hole?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is though.
Right. Do you know? Have you ever had Yorkshire pudding? Do you know what a Yorkshire pudding is?
Yeah.
It's like a batter in a cup shape that you have with your Sunday dinner. Yeah, it's just batter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, toad in the hole is like a giant Yorkshire pudding. You bake it in a big tray, like baked batter, but it has sausages in it. So toad in the hole is sausages in batter in a big tray.
Oh, nice.
All right.
It's delicious, by the way.
Why don't we call it a night, guys? Because I think we're getting to the point where we're talking about pudding and gravy and shit. Things are getting weird. So why don't we, on that note, call it a night, guys?
It's only 4:10 a.m. I'm good to go for another hour yet.
I bet you are. So, all right, guys, we'll call it a night. Thank you guys for joining us all. Thank you for all the contestants tonight, except for Chris, Bree, and Crystal. They for stepping up. And David, congratulations on your victory. We'll see if we can get you that shirt if we can do it internationally.
Wonderful.
And we will talk to you guys all for the next episode of Turtleboy Live on Tuesday night. And thank you all for the donos. I really appreciate that as well. And supporting what we do here at Turtleboy Sports. All right. Peace, Turtle Riders.
Peace out, Turtle Riders. Love you guys.